Hi guys, so today I'm going to go through another exam. So dit gaan 'n mengsel wees van twee vraestelle. Okay. Dit gaan nie net een vraestel wees nie. Ek gaan my bes probeer om dit alsom in een video te maak. En vir die wat die altyd kla, I'm going to talk you through this whole thing. I'm going to use my thought process and there's going to be mistakes. I mean, it's bound to happen. Maar ek wil vir julle net wys hoe om hierdie vraestel te benader. Onthou, jy moet eerstens kyk na jou tyd. Jy moet kyk na of jy genoeg tyd gaan hê vir watse tekening. Hierdie een is byvoorbeeld 37 millimeter punte. So, with a assessment that's 37 marks out of 100, it's a big test, or a big paper, okay? So I would choose to spend a lot of time on this, but not too much, and divide my time up. Okay, so the first thing is you need to read your instructions, right? It says they give you figure A, en dan gee hulle vir jou beginpunt A en B, okay? So we know where to start. Then they say copy the given figure on scale 1 to 1, okay? So you just copy it. But the thing is, A is where the ellipse is, and B is where my hexagon is. Alright, so you need to choose which one you're going to use to start with. I'm going to start with the hexagon, purely because that's how I feel I need to start it with. It's the easiest and it counts a lot of marks, okay? So ek sal voorstel, in die toekoms moet jy seker maak, jy kyk na jou puntallokasie. In hierdie geval sal jy sien as sê, ellipse is only 6 marks, but your hexagons and pentagons and things count 7 marks, okay? So it's quite a lot, okay? So, goed. Ek gaan probeer om akkuraat te wees. Ek gaan maar ligte goeders wees, maar dis nou maar ongelukkig hoe dit is. Ek gaan probeer om vir julle te wys die verskil tussen die tipe lyne en goed, en ek gaan vir julle probeer wys akkuraatheid ook. Maar dit gaan maar 'n bietjie touch and go wees, want daar's 'n kamera in my gesig en ek is maar 'n bietjie baie gedruk vir tyd tussen lesse. Okay, so goed. Now, remember guys, you can't do a marathon without practicing, right? And the exam is a marathon, so you can't just go walk around the block a couple of times and think, oh, I'm going to be ready for a marathon. No, you need to practice. Okay, goed. Nou terwyl ek kyk, gaan ek gou vir julle sê, as hulle vir jou daai kantlyn gee, en dan sê 15, beteken dit 15 van die middelpunt af tot die skerpste hoek ook. Alright, so that 15 millimeters is also the distance between the middle point and my sharpest point. Okay, so I'm going to put my compass on 15, sit jou passer op 15 en dan trek jy gou 'n baie ligte konstruksiesirkel. Dit moet nou nie verskriklik duidelik wees nie. Oops, be very accurate with this. Especially with something with so much detail. You need to be very accurate because otherwise it's going to look off so much. Right, now, the thing is, as ek nou moet sê, as ek hierdie ding nou vir die eerste keer teken, daar gaan foute wees, want dit is maar hoe dit is, as jy weet. Maar die ding is, hoe meer jy dit oefen, hoe makliker is dit. Ek gee dieselfde les 6 keer oor 'n dag. Dit beteken, ek het 6 keer die oefening om iets te verduidelik, byvoorbeeld hoe ellipse werk. Ek het 6 keer die oefening van enigiets wat ek teken. En dit is hoekom ek dit nou maar in my slop kan doen. Okay, so herhaling is regtig die belangrikste. So vat 'n papier, teken saam met my, en dit kan 'n skoon papier wees. Jy kan begin waar jy kan. Okay, as jy nie die ding kan print nie, dan is dit okay, dan teken jy op 'n skoon papier. Alright guys, so what I'm doing now is I'm just taking my 60-30 there we go. I'm just using my set square of 30-60, and I'm just going on top of the circle that I just drew, and in construction lines, I'm connecting my lines now. Okay, so, as hy, en daar het jy dit. Goed, nou gaan ek dit gedonkerder maak, want dit is 'n finale tekening. Jy gaan, eintlik jou konstruksielyne moet bietjie ligter as hierdie wees. Ek dink jy kan sien nie, kom ons maak maar so, ek gaan maar so probeer. Dit is bietjie moeilik, maar ons kyk of ons gaan. Alright, good. I'm just going to darken my lines now, only the outside lines, because that's the only thing you see in the final. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Alright. And forgive me, I'm going to make mistakes. It is because it is still a work in progress, and I am also just doing this thing for the first time. I'm seeing this test for the first time. Ooh, that is a very ugly line, you see, and that's where you will lose marks. Okay, because usually when it comes to a hexagon, a pentagon, or octagon, or whatever, your polygons, then they give you 2 marks per side. two half marks. So jy moet seker maak, jy verloor nie simpelpunte met iets so basic nie. Okay. En ons kyk na netheid, ons kyk na of jy akkuraat is, of dit evenredig is. Then, take an eraser, a very fine one. That's why I use the back of my mechanical pencil. En dan vee net die onnodige lijntjies uit, want dit is meer vir jou, dat jy nie die mekaar raak nie. Okay. Goed, nou. Dan sy. Nou gaan ons die cirkels doen. So daar is 2 cirkels. Die eerste cirkel is binne, en dit is 60 mm in diameter, en dan die volgende ene is 32 in diameter. Maar die tweede een van 32, daar is net 2 mm verskil tussen die twee, nee. Nou, die tweede ene is 'n halwe cirkel. Verskoon my julle. Iemand het vir my gogga gegee. Ok, nou gaan ek gou net my centerlyn baie liggies. Gou, daar is hy, net hiervan. Okay. The reason I just took my center line to the sides is because if you look at the actual paper, you'll see we're going to draw this circle now, and we're going to do the outside circle. The outside circle starts and stops at the center line. Okay, then it goes 5 millimeters down. How do I know it's 5 millimeters? Because if I look at the side here, 55, from here to here, right? Then if the difference between 55 and 45 is 10. So that means there's 5 millimeter there, 5 millimeter there. So 5 millimeter below my center line, I'm going to draw these lines, but my circle is going to stop at the center line, my outside circle. So compass, sharp point on the 1, pencil on 30. And there we go. Now I'm going to try my best to be accurate. Okay, and don't lift up your compass in the middle of a circle. Don't overline. Try and go over your lines only once, because you saw now there I overlined. I went through my compass over twice, darker than this one, and that's how you lose marks. Okay, then next one is 32, so it's just a 2 millimeter difference, so you need to be very accurate. And I'm going to be darker with this one as well, because I'm not going to go over it again. The problem is, as jy meer as een keer, as jy jou passer gebruik het, nee, en jy maak het eers lig, en dan maak jy het donker. As jy 1 millimeter af is, dan gaan het wys die tweede keer as jy oor het gaan. There we go. So you can't go over it more than once. Okay, so now I'm going to go 5 millimeters down. Now here's a trick. You see how my ruler, my 0, okay, I'm going to do it with the 1. There we go, the 1 line. It's on top of the given line that I already have. That is how I can make sure that my lines are accurate if I don't have a ruler. Well, my T ruler from my EGD set. Okay, I'm just going to go down here quickly and just taking this down as well. Okay, now let's quickly measure. Go 5 millimeters. Ooh. 5 millimeters. 5 millimeters. And there we go. Now I'm going to quickly use my T ruler to just support my set square while I draw straight lines. Okay. Goed. Dit is 'n baie lelike lyn, maar is okay. Ons gaan maar daarmee werk. Okay, so I don't mind if you guys erase stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to take this to the side, from my 5 millimeters to the left and to the right. Okay, oops, let's just don't want my ruler of my mechanical lead to be too long. Okay, goed. As I nou wat ek gaan doen. Jy gaan nou met mooi dink. If you look at the actual drawing, dan gaan jy sien. Remember, around the corner, you act like it's a normal corner first, and then you draw the rounding. Okay, so I'm going to, from here, going to go 5 millimeters down, right? My radius is 8. So, wherever this corner is, I'm going to measure 8 up, and then my center point. But I'll show you now. And then from this corner, it is a 14 millimeter one, then 5, then 12, then 6, then 5. Oh, well, 6. So I'm going to quickly take it step by step and work through each one. Okay. So let's go with the 5 millimeters first. No. Hold up. Okay, first, you'll see on the drawing they give you the measurement from the center line to the furthest point. So ek gaan daai afmeting gebruik wat 54 is. Soos dit. Okay. Goed. Ek vee gou die konstruksielyn uit, dis nie nodig nie. Also, en dan vat ons hom op. Also, goed. Nou, kan ek gou my hoek kry. I'm just going to get my corner now. Alright. Now, let's do the rounding. Oops. So now you need to be very accurate. Take your compass, put it on 8 because that's the radius of the circle. En dan gaan ek gou vir my ronding teken. Sharp point there. Pencil on the side. En dan aan die ander kant ook. Okay. En dan waar ek 'n merkies gemaak het, daar gelyk skerp punt en 'n baie ligte potloodlyn. Jy kan dit weer uitvee ook. En daar waar hulle oor kruis, dit is waar my skerp punt gaan wees. So now I'm just going to quickly draw my rounding. Okay. Make sure your measurement is correct though. Very important. I just moved my sharp point. Oh, guys, I hate small circles. Okay. And now my leg is also too short. Okay. Ooh, dit is 'n verskriklike lelike cirkel. Okay, that's fine. As long as you can see, kind of. Okay. Nou gaan ek gou donkerder maak en dit opvat. Excuse my julle. And there we go. Okay, so I would definitely lose mark for neatness. Right, so a cool thing is, I don't know if you've guys seen, you get the metal plate, and there's a metal plate with holes in them. I think it's not that expensive, but anyway, the metal plate you can use to be more accurate with erasing lines. It is a pain because it bends and things, but if you can, I would highly recommend that you get one. I'll show you on a video how it looks later. Okay. All right. Anyway, there we go. So I tried my best to be neat. Okay. Now it is from this corner, 14 millimeters up. Then there's a light that's 5 millimeters. Then 12. Then 6. So let's quickly measure. 14 up. Okay. Then 5 and 12. Oops. And 6. Okay, there we go. All right. Ooh, oh no, did I just break my... And this is why you should have more than one pencil and pen when you start with an exam, because if I couldn't have fixed this, then I wouldn't have had another one to work with. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, so I'm just going to take this line to the side, and yay, it matches up. That's a good sign, because if you look at the drawing, this line needs to match up with my truck wheel. And this one. So I'm just making light lines for now with my mechanical pencil. There's something. Okay, that's right. Oh, wait. Let me just double check my measurements. Okay, so that one is 14. Yep. That one is 5, yes. And this one should be 12. Ooh, it's a bit longer than 12, so I'm just going to fix that. See, that's where you double check your measurements. Even though I thought it was right, it wasn't. Okay, but anyway, and then this thing goes 5 millimeters in. Okay, so I'm going to quickly now darken it. Draw darker lines. That is very inaccurate. So I'm going to fix it. Okay. I'm just going to do it light now since I erased most of my lines. And you see, this is why I mute my videos. Firstly, because I talk nonsense, and secondly, because you guys are very noisy when you change lessons, and when I teach, and when I'm in class and drawing. Okay, there we go. Now, I have that. I'm not going to do anything else except draw this block, okay? So, I'm going to use a center line, light line, and then I'm going to draw. Okay, I've done that. Center lines I'll do later. Ek gaan nou gou hierdie enetjie hierso doen. And the cool thing is from here to there is 109. It says so on my drawing. So ek gaan net gou 109 trek. Soos dit. Okay, ek optrek. And I am going to start with my next circle. Okay. This is bothering me. I don't know where to get this measurement. I'll show you now. Okay, but it's fine. That measurement here. Ja, ons sal dit nou uitfigure. So, weer eens, dis die joys van as jy saam met my gaan en ek het nie my video's nie. So nou moet jy maar suffer met my bedenkproses. Okay. Nou, dat is gelijk. Okay. Nou gaan ek van hier af, gaan ek gou daai deur ding doen. Daai deur tot by my centerlyn is 46. 46. Here we go. So daar so is my centerlyn. Dan gaan ek my agterhoek gaan geteken. Then I'm going to draw my hexagon. Ag, my octagon. Oeh. Okay, there we go. Oeh, excuse me. Stamp ek julle nou. Okay, so. 6 hoek, 8 hoek, precies dieselfde, vat net hierdie driehoek. Okay. Goed. En die lekker ding is, hulle sê vir my die hele ding is 24. So. En vast. Okay. So, ek het aan my, ek gaan nou 26 meet. As ek het nou klaar gemeet het, dan gaan ek, okay, so, now that I have my square, I'm going to lightly draw in construction lines. Let me just focus for you guys. My little square that I'm going to work on. There we go. Right, so next thing, ek gaan nou julle net hierdie tegniek wys. So I'm going to take my compass. Sharp point on the one side, pencil on the center. Okay, like so. Alright, so, hier is net 'n tegniek wat ek vir julle wil wys net om vir as julle zoiets kry. Dan, ek het nou 'n merkie daar gemaak en ek maak 'n merkie hier. So I made a mark on both of the lines and I do the same for every corner. Alright, so all I'm doing is from a corner, I'm using the measurement from here to what it was in the middle. Alright, oopsie. And there, and the same here, sharp point, and there. And now I just connect the dots. Oh, I forgot this corner as well. So nou gaan ek net letterlik die lijntjies connect. Goed. So, vat 'n potlood en nou gaan jy dit connect. En daar is hy, maklik. Hierdie is basics, maar ek meen dit gaan jou tyd spaar as jy weet hoe om dit te doen. Dan hoef jy nie te sit en uit te figure nie. Jy moet al jou tegnieke gebruik wat jy geleer het om so vinnig as moontlik, so akkuraat as moontlik te kan werk. And there we go. Goed, dat was my afdoek. Alright, now I'm going to do my 2 circles again like I did with the other side. I'm just going to zoom it out a little bit so I have my personal space. Okay. No, it's not very accurate, but it's fine. We're going to work with it. Okay, so. Passer, 30 and 32, same as the other circle. Okay, 30 and 32. Sharp point. This is a full circle. So try and, ooh, that is an ugly move. Sure, that's why you shouldn't be rushing this. Again, see my sharp point and my pencil is not an equal height. So now I'm making a mess, but it's fine. I'm just going to go with it for now. Okay, let me just make my sharp point a bit, my pencil a bit shorter. There we go. Okay, now 32. Again, it's going to be till a certain spot, right? So, there we go. Yeah, so it's until my center line. Ooh, and again at the same spot I moved. Yeah, you see. Hopefully, my rambling will now motivate you and remind you why I mute my videos. Want ek meer rarig, ek wafel. Okay, dis hy. Gedoen. Nou, gaan ek gaan hierdie lyn afvat. Why? Because that's what they give me. En dan gaan ek hierdie net mooi connect. So I'm just going to connect them. And there we go. Alright, there's a very sadly uneven and unneat 2 wheels. It's so sad because this one's pretty, this one's not. Okay, kom ons beweeg aan. Ek gaan nou die voorkant van die trok probeer doen. Goed, so, van die centerlijn af, soontoe is 44. So I'm measuring 44. From here to there. I'm just making a little mark, little construction line. And then from that 44 to the next side is 10, and that's the front part of the truck. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. Now, I'm going to quickly do my circles. All right. I just saw the truck also has this thing still in the front. What do you call it? The bumper. Okay, so ek gaan net hierdie kant op klaar maak. Anders dan gaan ek vergeet daarvan en dit op punte. Okay, daar's hy. Goed. Daarso is nou my ding. Nou gaan ek gou die ronding doen. Okay. So ek het nou klaar hierdie ene se afstand en hierdie ene. So al wat ek nou moet doen is ek nou die halwe sirkel trek van hierdie kante af en my radius is mos 8, né? Goed, so, passer, er, radius 8. Okay, van die hoek af. Ek probeer nou net double check jou. Ja, dis reg. Ek wil nou net nie 'n fout maak en dan mors ek alles op nie. Okay, en ek maak 'n merkie daar. Okay. Hierdie gaan my plot. Mense pas er nie reg gesien nie. Mense steel nie het pas met mense nie. Okay, ek wil net gou double check my metings. Is reg nie, afmetings. Ja, okay. Goed, nou sit ek my skerppunt net op daai punt. En ons maak dit rond. Ek hou my een punt vas. Okay. Dat ek nie glij nie, soos dit. And then I'm going to do the other side. And just make a mark where they overlap. There we go. Nou kan ek gaan my cirkeltjie maak, my ronding. Now I can make this rounding. There we go. Nou, daar redeem ek myself nou. Okay. Ek gaan gou hierdie gou uitvee. Dis hy. Goed. Nou kan ek gou hierdie connect, want dit is nou finaal. Dis hy. Goed, now I'm happy. Okay, that's good. Goed, nou weet ek hierso, kan ek ook nou kan donkerder maak, want hy match op met hierdie. Okay. Goed. Van hier af boontoe 55. Dan van hier af 45, nee? Ja. So ek gaan sommer hierdie lyn optrek tot by 45, all the way to 45, there we go. And then, you can see them align very neat now. And then, once I have it, I'm just going to move 60 to the left. Okay. So I went over now. Alright. Okay. And then from there, it is 40 up. So ek gaan gou 40 opmeet, want dan kan ek daai helling kry. Krijg daai angle. Goed. So 40. Just make a light construction line again at the top. Okay. So I hope you guys can see. My screen is so dirty on my computer, I can't really see. Okay, so nou van hier af tot hierso is 100. From here to here is 100, so I'm just going to double check. Yep, it is. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to quickly take this all the way up to where they meet. Alright, in light construction lines there's going to be a rounding again, and because I saw the other rounding, so I know it's 8 millimeters, so I can do the corner as well. I'm quickly going to do it. I hate the corners, but I'm going to do it and rip off the band-aid, make a little mark, and there, and then make a little mark here. I want to work light, but I can't with the compass. I hate a compass. Okay, there we go. And there where they meet. Okay. Oh, I moved, guys. I'm so mad at myself. Okay, that's fine. Let's fix it now. There we go. That's better. Okay, goed. Nou gaan ek ons so toe vat. So 20/45. Waar kry ek die afmetings? Ek kyk net op my papier. 20/45. So I'm going to go 20, make a mark, 5, make a mark, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 40. There we go. Okay. So now I can use that to connect this with, is that a rounding? I can't see. Yeah, it is. That is horrible. That's very cruel. Okay, let's just do it. Just going to make a light construction line because over there is a rounding as well. Okay, and also probably 8 because everything else is 8. Okay. To get this sharp point on the line, pencil the highest point, right, and the same on this one. Anywhere on the line, maak dit 'n merkie. Goed. Konstruksielyne, baie lig. The thing is, I like this test actually. I don't like drawing it, but it's a good way to test every single part of what you know. Okay. I'm just trying to be accurate. I'm using the lines. That's another trick I want to show you. I'm using the lines here and seeing if it's equally spaced out everywhere. Now this needs to be carried on. Let me just, they need to overlap. Okay, there we go. Okay, now there where they overlap, sharp point, pencil, and just make a little rounding. It's a lot of effort for something that you can barely see. Okay, there we go. Alright, just going to erase that part. It's a bit too far. Alright, now I can actually, there's another rounding. Okay, let's quickly do it. Check of your compass is nou 8. Maak seker, want ek meen jou passer kan skuif. En jy doen presies dieselfde. Okay, so I already measured the distance here, which is very nice. Now I'm just going to measure the distance from here and just make a little mark. There we go. Right, and now I can put my sharp points on there. And you see I made a big boo-boo. Okay, that's the highest point of my circle, my compass. Okay, there we go. That's a better spot. Sharp point, pencil, and draw. Without lifting your compass. Darn it. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm quickly going to just neaten this up. Good. Now I can connect the lines. I forget to breathe sometimes when I do this. Okay, good. Now, all what you're doing, did I really just break my compass again? Okay, no I didn't. Yay. Okay, good. So, I gaan gou hierdie line connect now. And I get it. Ooh, a fake. You see how it's not lining up? That is very ugly. I should not have done that. Okay, ek gaan hierdie uitvee. En dit oordoen, want dit tel punte mense. Okay, maak seker jy is bietjie meer akkuraat as ek. Do what I say, not what I do. Okay, as hy. Lyk bietjie beter, alhoewel my uitveervel is, so dit lyk nou nie die beste nie, maar it's fine. Okay, ons vat nou hierdie ene en ons connect hom. So that, sharp, there we go. Okay, en ons connect hierdie ene aan mekaar. And it can be darker, so I'm just going to, let's hope I don't mess it up. Maak het net donker. Azai! Yay! Okay. Sometimes it's a gamble, you know. Okay, now 5 millimeters for the front lights, and the lights, they are 45 millimeter up from here. Okay, so let's just measure 45. Okay, yeah, it's that what I measured. Yeah, perfect. And now I'm just going to measure 5 millimeters from here. Okay, so ruler, measure 5. There we go. Okay, and then it's 12 millimeters down. So, okay, I'm just going to draw it. And then, because the other one at the back is 5, I'm going to assume this light is also 5. So I'm just going to make a little dot there so I can see where I need to draw my sideline. And that's Zairo Khatak. Now I can erase these lines because they don't serve a purpose, and there's a lot of things happening on the inside which you kind of need to focus on. So I'm not going to worry too much. Okay, now I'm going to do the window. Now the window, it tells me it's 60 degrees. All I'm going to do is, firstly, just get this height, this hierdie lyn, gaan ek net gou so vat. As hy, en nou van hier af, gaan ek kom. Vetplant, amper maak ek 'n baie stupid fout nou. Hierdie kant, dit is my 30 grade gewees daai. There's another way you could have done this. And this just shows I'm freestyling this as I go. The window and this one should be the same angle, but you see mine is wrong. Yeah, you see there's a big boo-boo. I just want to double check something. And if I make this mistake, I'm just going to go with it. I really don't have the energy to carry on and to redo this. Okay, so I just want to see. Here to there, I'm assuming is 5. Yeah. Then here, 10, 20, then 5. Then 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to draw a line all the way up. Good. And 5 millimeter off. Van daar off. Going to make a little mark. Okay, so if you don't know the angles, this is also how you can do it. Okay. I just want to check. Yeah, that is fine. That is fine. Yeah, no. So I don't know. Anyway. That is my window. Okay, I'm just going to darken it a little. Looks fine, there we go. Okay, and you can see there's a little bit, something's wrong with the angle, but that's okay. That's just okay. We are just trying to practice right now. So, I mean, of course we want to practice to be perfect, but I mean, if you're not there yet, you're going to get there the more you practice. Alright. Okay, I did it. Okay, I'm just going to darken the top line. Alright, goed. Nou die agterste enetjie, nee. Ek het hom klaar hier afgemeet, lekker. En hier so ook. So I'm just going to darken it now. So there we go. So you just need to, that's the thing, you need to concentrate really hard to remember which lines line up with what. And like between this video, in the meantime, while I was drawing it, the class started. And then I had to leave it, and then I had to come back to it, and then my brain was already fried. So dit is hoekom jy eintlik net moet sit en konsentreer met EGO. Want ek meen, dit help nie, jy maak foute en jy besef nie waar dit verkeerd gaan nie, en ek weet nie waar jy verkeerd gegaan het. Okay, ek dink ek het dit gedoen. Goed, vensters gedoen, ligte is gedoen, wiele. Nou, ek gaan hierdie onderste lyn teken wat onder my ellips gaan wees, nee. En ek gaan hierdie ene donkerder maak, want hy is nou ook klaar. Soos dit, nee. Ek gaan nou die ellips doen, maar dan wil ek net gou ook van hier af, is dit 20 mm. From here it's 20, and then it's 10 again. It's like the thing, that structure that the ellipse is standing on. Okay, ek gaan net gou 'n lyntjie teken, op en op. Okay, ek weet nog nie waar dit gaan wees nie. So I'm just also going to finish drawing this part of the truck. There we go. Right, and then this one is 20 millimeters from this side. 20. En dan is it 10 mm breed weer. So again, just taking a line, drawing it up. Don't know where it's going to be yet. So now this is the thing. The ellipse is a pain. Okay. Unfortunately, it's one of those things. Okay. Now I need to measure. Okay, my whole ellipse is going to be 160. So 160 divided by 2 is 80. So I'm going to make a little mark. So with some of the classes, I already did this as a test. The ellipse should be done in like 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, because it does not justify wasting a lot of time on it. Okay, if it doesn't count a lot of marks. So I'm just drawing my cross. Okay, and there we go. Now, let's get going. Now, you just need to remember these lines as well. And you'll see I'm going to make a lot of small marks. I'm not going to draw the whole circle en al daai goeders nie. Jy moet jou ellipse ken om hierdie te kan verstaan. Ek gaan nou nie ellipse van vooraf leer vir jou nie. I'm just going to do the steps now. I'm not going to teach you the ellipse, okay? You should know what I'm doing as I'm going along with it, okay? Goed, passertjie. And I'm going to, because you'll see now, my diamond of my ellipse is massive. It's ginormous, all right? So, I mean, yeah, wait, there we go. Ooh, thank goodness I didn't draw anything, okay? So you'll see, like, look, my diamond's going to be very big. Very big, okay? Maak 'n lyntjie. Okay, one of the rules is the flatter your ellipse, the bigger the diamond. Okay, so, dit is een van die reëls. Hoe flatter jou ellipse is, nee, hoe groter is die diamant. So, ek weet dit gaan nou weird lyk, en as jy in eksamen kom, gaan jy miskien jou vang, maar dit moet so wees. Okay, trust the process. Okay, make mark. Daar is hy, nou gaan ek gou hierdie halveer. Hierdie is verskriklik lig, doelbewus, so jy moet nou maar net weet wat ek doen hierso. As jy nie weet nie, gaan kyk my ander toetslopie video van verlede kwartaal. Want, ja, okay, I know, daar is hy, goed. Hierso is hierdie lyn, daar is die lyn, maak gou 'n merkie op hom, o, vet, dit gaan nou ver gaan. So hierin gaan ek dit gou 'n bietjie afvat. Hierdie gaan my blok, ons maak so. There we go. Very light construction line. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can. Okay, now I can actually go through this line to get my diamond. Okay, there is my mark for my one diamond. And also, I'm just going to take this up because remember, that's where I stop with my ellipse. This feels so weird, I don't know why, but it's fine. Okay, same thing, other side. Okay, taking this line, where I intersected with my, I think it's this line. Let me just double check, I didn't draw this line very clear. Okay, from center line to here, yeah, okay, and then going to the other side, make a little mark, and the same goes for my diamond. Remember guys, you don't need to draw the diamond exactly with all the lines being very clear. That's why we do it in construction lines. Firstly, because then you don't get confused between all your lines. And secondly, just so I can see, okay, this oak followed the process. He knows what he's doing. Or she as well. Okay, we know what we are doing as girls as well. Okay, goed. Nou, vat ek hierdie op. Net tot daar, sharp. Now you're connecting the lines. From here to there, I'm going to make a light line here. I'm trying to do minimal lines. That's why I'm not doing the full length lines now. So please don't be confused. I'm doing it like this deliberately because I don't want to mess up the rest of my drawing, because the ellipse, the diamond's going to continue in the rest of the drawing if I do this. Okay, so all I need to remember is this is my diamond one spot. This is the second spot of my diamond. That is the one spot. And there's my actual true measurement. So let's do this. So if you're just watching this video and not drawing with me, you're going to be very confused. And that's totally on you. I warned you. Okay. Let's quickly draw. This is the make or break. Sometimes an ellipse does not turn out the way it should. And then it's so obvious with things that you draw around it. Go. Yes. Now, compass must go large. Okay. like very, very big. Okay, so make sure that in the exam you guys have a big compass that can go quite big and wide. Okay. Ooh, see, now it's not matching up. Oh, man. I think it's because I didn't go exactly on my... Okay, whatever. I'm at this point where I'm just like, okay, it's... Ooh, my camera just lost itself. Sorry, guys, hold on. En dan wonder julle hoekom ek my video's so sny en mute. Want dit is rarig wat gebeur as ek teken. Goeders gaan mal. Okay, goed. Nou gaan ek letterlik net my centerline teken. All that's remaining is my center lines. But also, there's a thing here. I think it's missing. But it's this line. Okay, and I'm going to need to darken these. Okay, but what I'm thinking is here where my circle ended, this rounding, there is what I'm going to draw the line. Okay, I'm assuming that is how it should be. It's not really told to me explicitly in the actual drawing, maar ek neem aan, dis waar ek die lyn trek. En dan hierdie lyn gaan tot aan die ander kant. Okay, and now my center line. Remember, center lines count marks. Don't be one of those who forget to do their center lines. Now, I'm going to mute myself with my Isometric because I have a class in and I'm not going to be able to talk to you while I'm drawing because then you'll just hear a lot of noises. Okay, there we go. And then, yeah, technically you shouldn't be going over your ellipse if you do the the center lines for it. But we'll just take it as it comes right now. Okay, and then every circle also has a center line. Please remember them, it's kind of important. And there we go. There is the drawing. Now, yeah, you can do this in an A4. Let me double check. It will fit. Yeah, it fits on an A4. So you guys can practice this on an A4. Okay. Okay, so we're done. And I hope that made sense. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to make sure that I draw those. Maar jy moet onthou, as jy nou klaar is, nee, neem jouself time as jy hierdie nou oefen. Kyk of jy binne 'n sekere tyd kan doen. Ek het nou 'n bietjie lank gevat, veral omdat ek nou lesse tussen gehad het, dan pause ek die video. Maar jy moet probeer kyk of jy hierdie ding ten minste 30 minute kan doen. Ek voel of ek iets mis, maar ek is op 'n punt waar ek nou nie weet nie. Anyway, I hope this made sense and I hope you guys learned something and good luck with the exams. Okay guys, now we're busy with the isometric. Isometric, 3-dimensional, right? So first things first, before you do anything, you start with your chicken foot. And remember it's the 30-60 set square. Dis die 30-60 grade een, nee? Onthou jou hoenderpoot, begin eers daarmee. En dit is die lang driehoek, nie die kort een nie, want as jy die verkeerde een gebruik, dan gaan jy die verkeerde angle kry. Okay, I hope this is clear enough. I can't see if it's blurry. Okay, goed. Ek gaan nou hierdie ene doen. Hierdie voorbo, links, whatever. Die instructie sê vir my skaal 1 tot 1. Okay, and they give me the top view, the front view, and the right view. So, guys, the top view is always at the top. Below the top is always the front. Always. Alright? And the thing here is going to be either left or right. So, from my front, this one's on the right side of my front, meaning that's my right. Okay, so, bo, voor, rechts. Nou, first thing, hierdie moet jy in 18 minute kan doen. This thing you need to be able to draw in at least 18 minutes. That's how long it took me when I did it. Okay? So, some of you guys can't even do it in 30 minutes. So that's a problem. Okay, anyway, right view. I'm first measuring off all my measurements. 58, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then an 8. Make a little marking mark. And then 45. En 15. Goed, so ek het net gou my afmetings gemaak. Nou weet ek waar binne ek moet werk. Okay. Nou mense, jy moet seker maak jy teken nie te veel lyne nie. Don't draw too many lines. It's going to make you so confused. Be very practical, okay? So, what I do is I erase like the center line if I don't need it all the way because this thing is short. So, then you measure 10, 10. So, 10, 10. Ek gaan nou my box teken, want my 6 hoek gaan nou in moet wees. My hexagon is going to be in a box. So I'm going to draw the top hexagon first, and then I'm going to draw take it down to wherever I need to draw. Okay, so ek gaan nou hier in werk. Let's just quickly okay, now I'm going to get a center line quickly for this. 58 divided by 2 is 24, 29. Yeah, 29. Okay, so this side needs to be 29 to get the half. And over here, 45 is 22.5. So I'm just going to do it like this. Can't really see very clearly because the camera's in my way, but anyway, it's fine. I'm just going to eyeball it right now. Okay. Now, I take the center line in, okay, and the same on the side. Construction lines weer. Okay, so maak seker is konstruksielyne baie lig. Jy gaan nou senterlyne teken, maar ek meen as jy nie hoef nie nou om dit te doen nie, dan moet nie. Okay, goed, nou daai middelpunt, né? That center line is going to be basically the center point as well for my hexagon. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this hexagon and the box around it, okay? Because that's going to be able to tell me how deep or where I must place my hexagon. Okay, so ek gaan gou net hierdie box teken. Hierdie box is 45, so dis 45. By 5, that's by 5, 8. That's right. Good. So, ek gaan gou 'n hulp aansig teken. You need to draw an auxiliary view. It counts a lot of marks, guys. A lot. Okay, so draw an auxiliary view. It's going to help you. Firstly, I'm going to draw the box here. And then 45. Okay. Needs to be accurate though. Oops. Let's just measure 45 there. Okay, I'm just going to use this ruler, it's more reliable. 45, there we go. And this one also up to the side, like that. And then I'm going to take this one up. Now I have my box. You're welcome to draw a box. Your auxiliary view, technically, to save time, you're only supposed to draw the auxiliary view of the hexagon. I'm just doing the box outside as well to show you the alternative option when you need to get the measurements right. Okay, so 45 divided by 2 is 22.5. I think it's there. Alright, and then 58 is 29. Okay. I'm just going to draw. Remember, you need to draw your center lines in your auxiliary as well. Okay? There we go. Okay, now I'm going to quickly draw my hexagon. Now remember, the trick is the distance of this line is the same distance from the center to the sharpest point. Okay, so die afstand wat hulle vir hierdie aan die kant gee, is dieselfde afstand as die center tot by die punt. Okay, goed, so, sit my pas op 18. Dit. Nou, moet ek gou lijntjies. Nou gaan ek letterlik dit connect. Onthou, jy kort hierdie driehoek vir 'n agthoek. Jy moet weet wat se driehoek om te gebruik vir wat, hoor. Jy kan nie net enige driehoek gebruik nie, want as dit verkeerd is, dan is daai hele ding 'n probleem. Want as jy hierdie hulpunt verkeerd doen, vetplant, wag. As jy hierdie hulpunt verkeerd doen, dan gaan jy alles verkeerd doen. Okay. Nou sit ek my passer wat op 18 is, maak ek 'n merkie daarso en 'n merkie aan hierdie kant. En dan gaan ek hom graag connecteer. Remember, the auxiliary view is just as important as your final drawing. Okay? My goeders is nou baie wonky, maar ek het 'n gevoel om my papier los is en ek het 3 papier op my bord. So ons 'n bietjie baie skywings wat aangaan. Okay, that's it. Good. So this should be done in dark pencil at the end, okay? Because it's part of your drawing. And get marks. And remember, read your instructions, because your instructions will tell you, show an auxiliary view. Oh, fraksels. That is nou so lelik, maar is fine. Whatever. Alright, so, now, let me show you this. Remember, you need to draw a square around your hexagon, right? So I'm quickly going to do that. Okay. I'm going to do it in pen so you can see. A is there. A is there. Okay, my corner of my isometric. So when I look at this, I'm going to say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so sharp point on 1, pencil on 2, skerp punt op 1, potlood op 2. Okay. The reason let me just get my blurring under control. Okay, good. Now, before we do that, I'm just going to draw my box as well. I forgot that step. Sharp point on the center, pencil on the sides, just to get my box measurements. Okay, now, very light, just going to draw my box, because I need to work inside of it. This side as well. Okay. There we go, there's my square. Okay, so 1 is going to be here, 2, number your stuff guys, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you number it, it's going to be so much easier. And just do it in B-type lines, or even construction type of style. Okay, so it's super, super, super light. Okay, sharp point on 1, pencil on 2. Sharp point, pencil, sharp. Then sharp point on 3, pencil on 4. Okay. Now, one of the things that happens is jy hoef nie die volledige 6-hoek te teken of 8-hoek nie. When you draw an auxiliary view, you don't need to do the full one. You can do half of it as well. Why? Because the same measurements at the bottom is the same at the top. Okay. So, as ek byvoorbeeld 6 vat, 6 tot 5 moet eintlik dieselfde wees, maar whatever. So, dat is hy. En 8 tot 9 gaan ook dit wees. On my side should be exactly the same. So there we go. Now you just connect the dots. And remember, it's gonna look weird because it's an isometric. Isometries is weird. So dis kind of maar deel van dit. En ek het nou nog 'n klas, so nou gaan ek eers weer moet wag. Okay, volgende een gaan ek regtig met mute. So goed, nou gaan ek hom net afvat 10 mm elke hoek. They said you need to add your hidden detail, right? So the hidden detail is going to be my dotted line of the rest of this hexagon that you can't see. So hierso. Hy gaan 10 wees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And now I connect them. And this one becomes hidden detail halfway through. This one as well. Hy maak is 'n gewone lyn en dan raak hy verborgde detail. And there we go. Okay. Now I'm just going to do the slope. Okay, that's easy. So the whole thing is 58. When I want to do the center, it's going to be a 20 top corner. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 58, all right, and then 58 minus 20 is 38. Half of 38 is 19. So I'm measuring 19, then I'm measuring 20, and then I'm measuring 19 again. Okay, so I'm taking this all the way up. Okay, now I'm just measuring 80 because that's how high it should be. There. Okay. And take this up. Take this to the back. It is 15 millimeters. And then I'm just connecting this line with this back one. So that's it. I'm just darkening my lines now. And then I'm basically done. So ek maak nou net my lyne donker. Daai is 'n deel van my finale skets nie. Yes. I just want to measure 15 to make sure it's accurate. Onthou jou hoeke moet ook 'n lyn kry. Corners also get a line, right? Otherwise, how are you going to show that it's a corner? Okay. Now, to make it interesting, what I would do if you want to practice it, I would try and put a circle in the middle here. An isometric circle. It's like a hole in there. I think that's kind of a cool way to test that skill as well. So if you want to practice it, make a circle of, let's say, a radius of 10. So here on these lines, I would make a circle. Okay, anyway guys, ek hoop dit maak sin. Ja, dit is klaar.